Hi, welcome back. Well, I'm super excited about today's show because you know what? It's a piece of cake. It's all about cakes. And I just finished up that chocolate eclair no-bake layered cake, and didn't it turn out pretty? And it's so great. And I'm going to get that back in the refrigerator, and that chocolate will just get hardened a little bit, and it's just delicious. You cut that into pieces and it slices up really nicely, and everyone will absolutely love it. Again, recipes on our website. But if you want to not bake and instead order a cake, and you need something for a really special occasion, we found a woman in Oshkosh that makes the most amazing cakes. She's really like our local ace of cakes. Check out Tamara from Tamara's Cakes in Oshkosh and see how she does it. Take a look.
I've been decorating cakes for 19 years. I started decorating cakes part-time in college at Dairy Queen, and I was going to school for graphic design and just loved doing cakes, so I thought I would just kind of meld the things together. I had the shop for 12 years. My grandma was a cake decorator, so I actually, when I opened my own shop, I used a lot of her recipes. The decorating stuff is mostly I taught myself after I worked at Dairy Queen, and then I would get every book I could get my hands on, and it's very simple for me, so I just figured it out. So that's kind of how I got started. The specialty that I do is actually weddings, and what you'll find with my weddings is they're not a traditional plain white wedding cake. It's lots of color, lots of pattern, lots of just great fun design. When I sit down with the bride, I sketch out what we're going to do. I have her bring in her color palette, maybe an invitation or dress design, whatever, but then we just sit down and I say, what do you like? And I sketch it all out and come up with different designs and patterns. Nothing I do, no cake leaving the shop is ever two the same. It's always something fun, different, and that's what I love. That's actually, when I worked for other bakeries, it was like, we have 50 designs, choose one and pick a color, and I was just so tired of it. I'm like, I just want to do fun, great cakes. I think because of a lot of the cake shows on TV, people are more all about the cake. They want to have a great cake. So it used to be where they would do a smaller cake and maybe do sheet cakes, but I'm not finding that as much anymore. More people are wanting to have a great cake that's the centerpiece of their reception. People are also wanting color. It used, for a while it was all white cake with fresh flowers. I mean, that is not what people are going for anymore. They're going for bright colors, fun patterns, rolled fondant icing, like the icing that's rolled out and draped over the cake. That is, and just very personal, where the cake has got something that's personally about them, like something I've done, like a Harley Davidson worked into a cake, or, anything that has to do with their wedding. But that's what I would say, and the cake's more tiered, not with pillars in between, just stacked on top of each other, but bigger and really making it the centerpiece. That's what I would say. I have over 30 traditional cake flavors, anything from hazelnut, almond, some of my really popular ones. I have a raspberry and strawberry swirl. I have Kahlua Velvet, which is a light chocolate with Kahlua, different fillings like mocha fillings, chocolate silk, chocolate ganache for icing works. I have a chocolate raspberry cheesecake tort, which is a layer of cheesecake and a layer of like chocolate chip cake and then raspberry and fudge filling. That's really popular. Or a white chocolate raspberry cheesecake tort. But what you're definitely finding is every tier being a different flavor, all different fillings. Just everyone, again, what they want for a wedding cake is something beautiful, but that has to taste good, and they want it to be their dessert. So it's kind of making sure you don't just have the plain white wedding cake anymore. It's all great, fun, different flavors. I'm an artist. I consider myself that first and foremost to be a cake artist, and that's what they'll find, that I love what I do, and so I love to sit down with them and just come up with something perfect for them, and that's what I think kind of sets me apart. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing it for 19 years, and I'm not bored. I love it. I love that they come in, and I'm so excited to sit down and design a cake with them, and then to see it go from that piece of paper into their creation. And I think I don't know, that's why I think people go with me, is just because I take it on as an artist, and I want to design the perfect cake. And also they're going to find that I get tons of compliments on taste, and they get a chance to taste it, so they know that it tastes great, and that that's going to be the talk of their reception. So.